Salted caramel double chocolate slice. Absolute heaven. So to get started, what I have here is a 20cm square cake tin, and I've lined it with 2 sheets of Maltex bake. Then I've pressed in my biscuit base and popped it in the oven for about 15 minutes, then allowed it to cool. Next, the salted caramel. Bring some sweetened condensed milk up to temperature. I only want it to be hot enough to melt the butter. I don't really want to cook it because the cooking process is going to happen when I pour it back into the tin and pop it back in the oven. So firstly, I'm going to add some maple syrup and just stir that through. Then some softened butter. Just popping that in and giving it a stir to combine. And while that butter's melting, the extra special ingredient, sea salt. And I'm just going to turn down my heat and actually turn it off. It's nice and hot now, just at the right temperature to let the butter melt through. So all of my butter is melted and nicely combined. So now I'm going to pour it into my tin. That little pinch of salt is just going to help the sweetness of the caramel bring out all of those delicious flavours. Now to pop it back in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. And now it's time for the final layer, the chocolate. What I have here is some beautiful eating chocolate, so not a compound chocolate. You want something that's like a nice 70% with really, really good mouthfeel. I've just added a little bit of vegetable oil just so that it keeps it at a nice consistency and it's easy to cut. And then I'm just going to pick up the tin and just let all of that chocolate run right to the edges. And then I'll pop it back into the fridge to set. Perfect. My chocolate is nice and set. Now, the first thing is to ease it out of my tin, which is because of the bake, it's coming out really easy. Whoop. There we go. Now, I'll just pull down the edges. And then the first thing is to neaten the edges. Those offcuts are all for me. Yum. Now, I'm probably just going to cut them into 2cm, 1-inch size pieces or squares. You really probably wouldn't want anything bigger than that because it is rich and decadent. Beautiful. Now to pop these delicious little salted caramel and double chocolate squares onto my serving plate. Salted caramel, double chocolate slice. Perfect with a black coffee after dinner.